Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be replacing the water filters in our 3-stage water filter system. We've been on the road about 7 months now. We installed the 3-stage system about a month in, so we're about 6 months into using the current water filters. ClearSource recommends that you replace them every 2,000 gallons or 3 to 6 months, depending on usage. So we're definitely towards the end of the 6-month period, but well past the 2,000 gallons. We just haven't had time to get to it yet. Finally had a chance today to film this and do the replacement, so we're gonna jump into it. We use the ClearSource 3-stage water filter system. It uses a 5 micron water filter, a 0.5 micron, carbon black filter, and a virus guard filter to help remove any viruses. So there's a lot of information about the system out there. We did our own do-it-yourself housing or cartridges, and we just use their filters in our do-it-yourself filter system. We will link that video here, and that one ended up being like $200 or less, full install including the filters, where if you bought the whole system from ClearSource, probably looking at like $400 or $500, so it's definitely a more affordable way to do it, getting the same results. So what are you gonna need today? Well, we're gonna need water filters, as well as potentially a water filter wrench if you can't get your water filter cartridge off by hand. Hopefully you can, but if not, I think we just paid $13.99 off Amazon to get this Work Pro 12-inch oil filter wrench, but this actually works really good for water filters, and now I think about it, might actually be good to help me do the oil filter change on the truck and the motorcycle when we get home. So yeah, pretty cheap. I think these go for about 65 bucks for all 3 water filters, and again, $13.99. So let's go jump into it. We ended up installing our water filters behind this wall here. We did the basement modification. We'll have another video that we can link to that whole installation as well. Essentially, I wanted to put these walls up so that I could easily take them down. So I'm just gonna take a few of these bolts out. This wall will come right off, and we'll have access to our water filters. And voila! Alright, now that we got the wall off, we want to isolate this part of the system. So I'm going to go ahead and over here, got a little lever that shuts the water off coming into the camper. And then I'm going to go upstairs and open up a faucet to depressurize the system. And then I'll come back and flip this lever down so that any little bit of water that's still left in the system doesn't flow back down into here. That way when I take the first filter off, it doesn't spray everywhere. So I flipped this one off. I'm going to go right now and open up a faucet to depressurize the system, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I just depressurized the system. Gonna flip that little lever so water doesn't flow back down. Got a bucket that I'm going to put all these canisters in when I take them off. Got my filter wrench and a towel to catch any water that starts to leak everywhere. Otherwise, again, I got my drip pan, so hopefully that'll save everything in the basement. So just a tiny little bit of leaking. That is nasty. Show you guys after. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Hey, if you guys find this content helpful, please like and subscribe to help support our channel so that we can continue to deliver content for all of you. And it also lets us know that we're on the right track. So thank you very much for your support. We really appreciate it. ClearSource Ultra system, and it's their 3-pack. So it comes with a 5 micron filter, a 0.5 micron coconut shell carbon black filter, and a virus guard filter. So you guys have probably seen like the Camco ones that you hook on the end of your water hose. That's about 20 microns. We use one of those as like a pre-filter before all of this. And then we chose this system because we planned on doing boondocking and didn't know what the quality of the water would be. at all the different water sources, so we just wanted to make sure we were going to be safe, especially if we are boondocking off grid and might not have access to some of the cleanest water. But as you can see, these are the filters we took out versus what a brand new filter looks like. So yeah, a little nasty, huh? Quite dirty. We have noticed a difference in taste before we had this system to installing the system. Water definitely tastes better and cleaner. So we figured it was probably about time to go ahead and replace them. So this is just a quick side-by-side. So this is the inline hose filter that I was talking about previously from Camco. So tastes pure. We actually do need to replace this as well, so it's on our list when we go to Walmart. But we noticed that there was some gunk and stuff inside of these, so we're gonna just rinse them out, wipe them out real quick before we put the new filters in. So that's done now. I think that looks pretty clean so far. Good enough. We're gonna have the water filters anyways. Yeah, and this is the one that had the virus guard in it, the third water filter. This one looks pretty dang clean. So we'll probably go grab a little bit of bleach, just wipe down the inside, try to sanitize it, and then we'll put the new filters in and show you guys how to install them. So we just sanitize these, use a little bit of bleach mixed with water, wipe down the inside and make sure to rinse thoroughly. So we're going to drop the new filters in. This is the 5 micron filter, the charcoal 0.5 micron filter, and one thing for you guys to know is on these cartridges they have O-rings, so you want to make sure that that's in there. Make sure it's not cracking. If it is, you probably need to get a replacement. And then this one, there's something special. Again, that's the first one. For the other ones, you might see these little rubber gaskets, so just make sure those are on there and that it seats properly in the bottom. You'll see that there's like this little knob, basically goes in this hole. So that's the second one. And then our virus filter. They recommend that you run water through it for at least 60 seconds prior to using any of the water, so we'll probably let the water run for a couple minutes. So welcome back to my humble abode inside of the pass-through where our utilities are. The system that we have, the cap that goes on these, which is suspended here, it's already mounted. We actually have a bleed valve, so I'm not going to pre-filter these because I don't want a bunch of like sediment getting down to these later filters, so I can just remove the air from here. One thing to know about it, if you are going to buy your own water filter cartridges, some of them do have the bleed valves, which is nice to get that air out. So we're going to install these. This is in to out, so I'm going to put my 5 micron water filter first, then my 0.5, and then my virus guard. So typically these you just need to do hand tight. If they're slippery and I can't get a good grip, I might use the water filter wrench, but you do not need to like severely torque these down. You don't want to strip any of the plastic threads or anything like that. So generally hand tight is good, and I can feel that I've got a good grip on these, especially with these ribs. So no need for the water filter wrench. That's good. That one feels good. So now that those are in there, I'm going to turn this valve back on, and I'm going to slowly turn the water back on to allow the water to slowly build up, and I'm going to check for any leaks. If there's a leak, I can just quickly shut it off here. And as these start to fill up, I might tap these little red knobs that are on the top. You can't see from this angle, but try to get you a close-up after. You can just push them, it'll let the air out, and you basically hold it until you start to see water come out, and then you know all the air is out. So start to do that now. So I've hit that one, I've already got water. And then before I hit this last one, I'm actually gonna record it here on my phone to see if you guys can hear the air. one's good. That one's good. And that one's good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing leaking here. Got this all the way on. So we'll go upstairs, we'll turn on a faucet and let the water run through all of this for at least 60 seconds as ClearSource recommends. And then that's it, you're good to go. We'll put the wall back up and pack all of our crap back into here, so yeah. Now that we're back inside, we're gonna turn the water on and let it run for at least 60 seconds like ClearSource recommends. We might go a little bit longer, maybe 90 seconds or 2 minutes, so go ahead and get that started now. Two minutes and a blue song. So now this is done, we'll put the wall back up, but it's that simple. So you just take the water filters off, clean out the cartridges, put the new ones in, that's it. And just like that, super easy. Got any questions or need any help figuring out a water filter system or how to do the replacement? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.